What is up YouTube? Jamie the Kid 00 here with Arus also recording. I'm here with Michael Broadbent. He secured top 8 spot here at YCS Prague. You were also the best performing UK player in Swiss with a 5th place finish, going X1-1 after 11 rounds, losing the first round and playing all the way through to take a draw in the last round, was it?
It was an absolutely uphill battle. I was incredibly demotivated after round 1. I was like, no, I'm terrible, I'm so bad at this game. How can you possibly win 9 rounds in a row? It happened.
And you did, yeah.
I'm so happy to hear it, man. So take us through that. As I understand it, it's fairly standard Infernoid.
Yeah. I've got like a few things, of course, I think I'm playing out, people aren't, but I'll show you a pitch for it. So, running 2 of each of the Big Daddies.
Yep.
Just to, I guess, keep Void Imagination alive, and because if one gets banished for whatever reason, you still have the other, so it's all good. And of course I play Desires, so if you hit one of this, you still get the other, so it's all good. And then of course we're playing the 3 mid daddies.
Okay, 1-1 and 1.
Yeah, 1-1-1. Because honestly, you really don't want to see these guys in your hand whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because you want to mill them off of Imagination or Grass or whatever the hell. And honestly, any of these guys you don't really mind missing off of like Desires or anything, because they're not that central. They're not as good as the Big Daddies. Big Daddies where it's at. And then of course we're running 3 of the level 4 guy.
Yep.
This guy is really good. I can see some people maybe playing it at 2, which I think is a bit incorrect, because he's really good like this form, because back row is still quite prevalent, and he's a 4, and I just think he's lovely. And of course you can summon multiples of him of Void Feast. It always works out quite well. I'm running 3 of the level 3 Harmodic. This guy is amazing. I would never consider running this anything less than 3. It's just standard for taking out monsters. You summon Dectron, you send this off of that, and then have to bait out the Drancia, and it's all good from there. Fantastic. And of course, running the 1 Permace. This card was insane. I played 1 match against Joshua Schmidt, which I won. And,
the eventual winner of YCS Prague.
Exactly,
You
obviously.
beat, so you are the YCS Prague champion.
By default. But yeah, I like summon a Dectron, so you can't lost win it, because lost win only hits special summons. And I just kept spinning back monsters, and I'm half certain they were always Dude Frogs face down, so he wasn't very happy.
You battered him.
And I have the 3 best Infernoid. You just summon him.
Infernoid anything?
Infernoid everything. Infernoid out, Infernoid plays. This guy just covers so much ground. He's a tuner as well, so it's literally like the best card.
Card's insane.
Something I noticed that's different from some players, you chose not to play Antra. Can you explain your logic on that?
Honestly, I haven't tested Antra much, but from the theory is Antra by itself really doesn't do much. Every other Infernoid does something by itself or enough to make it worth playing, whereas Antra, first of all, it's a defense card in a deck where the only real defense you want to have is the big body frontness of your Infernoids or your snow in your graveyard.
Okay.
That's your defense that you want to have, that's survival defense. 2000 defense isn't going to get you anywhere. It's typically just going to tribute yourself off to burn a card, and the bounce isn't too necessary.
Okay.
And of course, the level's nice to use a Dectron and like a level 3 to make Invoker, but I've never missed Antra during the entire day.
Okay, that's fine.
I never wanted it. So that's the Infernoid lineup. I'll see you a second, I'll move these.
You wouldn't change any of them? You wouldn't make any differences?
No, honestly, I'm very happy with the ratios there. I can't see myself changing anything anytime soon. Now we're running the standard, every deck runs this card, because if you open it, you can gain access to your Zodiacs, and it's all good. So yeah. I only saw this once. It was in my top 16 match, and it was literally A's. I don't know why, but like my hand game 2 in my top 16 match was literally, it was the worst possible hand you could open, and he opened everything. So I was like, yeah, it's not happening. I only saw this card once all day. I feel bad for people that see it too often. I saw Terratops like
I totally don't know what that's like.
My boy. This card, the thing is, everyone thinks in the 60 card deck you won't ever see this, but I actually saw this like a good amount of times. So this card is, we have good times with this card. Fantastic. And everyone hates it when you draw it against them. Just end that turn. It's all good.
There were so many thrown decks, punch decks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Held against the wall.
I even like.
We'll come to that later on.
Even in my top 32 match, like I think my hand was absolutely broken, but I got max C, but I played through it and just got bare mills off of grass as well. It was amazing. All right, then we bring up to the source of the deck, which is the free snow. This is literally just like the sauciest card, because you hit off of grass the screener, and it's just like, it sits in the graveyard, and it's just like, okay, the opponent is like, this like hurts Zodiac and like every deck in the format effectively so much. And it's like honestly the best normal summon out. Like I didn't get Vananti's Fiended or Vananti's anything this entire tournament, but this is the best possible out you have to. It's just normal, okay, it's 1850, it's a normal summon or a special summon, and it books on summon.
And this is why we play 60 cards, because she's a hungry girl.
She's so hungry, like, oh my god. And like, I literally ran, like, the last match of the day, my round 11, which I drew, I played against Mirror Match, and he didn't know you could activate, you could chain Snow to itself.
Like, it's ridiculous, there were so many players. I sat next to a lot of Infernoid players, and their opponents were always like, activate the Crow, chain Snow again. Okay, cheers.
And then because it's March 2016, we're playing 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is all the Zoo Engine. How is it?
Y3?
Y3?
It's fine.
It's Zoo Engine, obviously.
It's like an old meme.
Oh, too good.
Terrible
I can see why some people might be playing like the Furrow Blade or something, just because to get the dead on the cards out of the hand. But like, I never missed it. This engine was fine. If they max you too early, you just summon this and just make a Drancia.
Did you, on a serious note, did you consider 2 of this?
One is the space in the deck isn't really too good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 60 cards, so you get all the space, but no real talk. Like,
60 good cards.
I never needed more than one.
Okay.
It's been fine. It always just goes to the hand really easily. It just sits in the hand until you want to use it, so it's all good. Yeah, Rat's disgusting. Like, I honestly saw it like, honestly, one game of every match at least.
Yeah, and I noticed you didn't play the Zoo combo. Can you explain that?
The Zoo combo. Oh, the trap card.
The Lunar Light combo.
You're like, oh, one reason is space. It's quite difficult, and of course, it adds to like another brick. Because outside the combo, those cards really aren't useful whatsoever.
Hard fusion for a Tiara.
Yeah, obviously. I'll fuse from hand. It's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never found myself missing it or wanting the combo, and this deck is really good against the combo, so it's a good theory.
It's such a powerful 4-card combo.
Oh yeah, certainly. And then of course the best card in the format is this card. If you open it and like you're playing 40 cards, they can't win. And of course you could get like the worst mills, which I got like once or twice, where you milled like 2 Infernoids and bad spells and traps, but most of the time you're going to be hitting like 1 Snow and at least 5 Infernoids, and that's all you need.
Yeah.
And if you hit any more, then it's just like, it's a mega game.
I mean, I found out when I played you at Leicester.
It was brutal.
It was pretty unfair.
And to find it, you can play these guys. I honestly found myself siding these out so much, and I think in my very last game that was probably a mistake because he's playing 40 cards, so I was like, well, if I get good cards, I win. But like, I don't know, I'm just not a fan of this card. Like, if you have like, I don't know, a rack combo and then this, and it's fine, but typically you'll find yourself with, okay, it's either this or bust, and like I really hate that. But like, because you have to rely on the randomness of the grass, and that never works out quite too well.
Are you going to remove them?
No, I'll keep them, of course, because you have to have them. But
yeah.
I think it's just like, it's too much of a risk card at times.
It's like when you brick, you really do just have to roll the dice.
Oh yeah, certainly. And of course, this card, second best, like not one of the best cards in the deck. This card just finds you cards that are really good. Void Imagination, Void Seer, Void Feast is the go-to, because typically if you resolve a Void Feast, you set your grave up with 5 Infernoids, which is a guaranteed Anunku or Deviate drop, depending on what you want. And it's just like, oh my god, they have to try so hard to get through the board, and you just wipe whatever they throw out. It's fantastic, and I've always won the game when I saw this, all the time.
That's fair.
Void Banishment is Bay, and like everyone always forgets the DD War Lady effect, which is always hilarious. And of course,
come up?
I think that came up like once, but I can't remember the situation, to be honest. And of course, Void Imagination, it's Shadow Fusion, and I think more than Shadow Fusion, it tends to just be Drancia bait, which always works out fine. I used to run 3 of this, but then like, literally I think like, at one regional, I saw all 3 of them when I couldn't play any of them, and I was like, nope, fuck this card, I'm broken dust. And like, 2 is fine. I've never needed more than wanted it. Void Seer, I tested this for quite a bit at 2 and it was working out, but then like I just kept seeing the second too often. 1's fine, it hits the graveyard, oh I can protect my guy against Dark Hole. Or like, the best case scenario is, okay, so you have it in hand, you summon Dectron, they're like, oh kill it, they're like, no, same, so good. And of course the other part of the Zoo combo is the Barrage. Yeah, just play it, it's just good.
And you survived a deck check as well.
I survived 3 deck checks throughout the entire day.
European barrages.
No top 13 for you. Like you went all the way with these barrages.
Absolutely. First deck check, fine. Second deck check, new sleeves. Third deck check, fine. It's all good.
Been barrages for days, boys.
And then the other card, which is, I guess some people find a bit debatable, is Pop Desires.
Yeah, I question this.
Yeah, this is interesting.
I mean, like, I will admit that, like, in the 60 cards, you can get, like, a lot of cards you really don't want to see, or you won't be where you want to be immediately. And Pop Desires can get you there because, realistically, like, you want to resolve the grass more, and I guess more often, but, like, if you really, like, it still says draw 2 on the card, and that typically just gets you where you want to go. If, like, literally, I think it was one duel, I think I can't remember whether I won this duel or not. Well, my hand was trash, except for this. I played it, I drew into 1 for 1 a rat, and I didn't banish any rats, or because I was Zodiac pieces, and I was like, it's a pretty good hand now.
Yeah, I remember you saying to me, like, yeah, it is subpar to an extent, but when you need it to get you there, it'll get you there.
If it doesn't get you there, well then, like, you weren't there in the first place.
I mean, the 60 card deck is essentially just a card green, isn't it?
And then 2 instant fusion, because you can run Norden, and Norden's a free rank 4, and that's pretty good. And yeah, that's all you can say.
That's what you used to really say, yeah.
And then 1 for 1, because you want to, of course, get the Decatron out. I'd rather open the Decatron and a Barrage than this and Rat, really, because if they'll typically always throw the maxi down on this, which is alright, but like, if they don't do it, you establish Decatron, Dev T, all good. But yeah, just 4 Decatrons, that's all good.
Yeah. Got a Lithium 2300 paying for his drinks. Shout out to him for all the other deck profiles for the event. He won't even know until he sees this.
He's such a master of not hearing people.
He is.
It's a call of a home.
And then this is the, I guess the tech, because I don't think everyone's playing this, is enemy controller. It's pretty spicy, like, I literally didn't resolve the intended play for this all day. It never came up.
Take the Dryden play? Or?
No, it was a play where, like, I know you summon Decatron, you activate the effect, they're like, okay, giant pop, you're like, actually no, I'll take your Invoker, it's all good.
This is beautiful. I mean, we were discussing this in practice about just taking the zoo. If you play the zoo engine, forcing the Dryden pop, taking it, and then just starting your own.
It will be one
combos.
of 2 things will happen. The first will be either you'll bait out their back row by taking the Invoker up there, so like, nah, stop it, or they'll just like let you combo.
Yeah,
Typically 1 2 things, and of
it's
course,
amazing.
it's just like it can do so many things.
And it can snatch games as well.
Certainly,
They've
like,
got big bodies.
bare time ago, I like stole someone's Skylight and just gamed them from there. It was hilarious. And then now into traps, free barrier. Because if you open barrier in this format, they call Xyz, they give you a turn. That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's just, you
That's
know,
absurd.
And of course, I know you play against Synchro, you open this, it's like they can't play.
3 cards that say you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh this turn. Cool. Thanks for coming.
And you probably won't get a next turn.
Absolutely. And of course, playing 2 Void Feast. I was playing 3, but I kept seeing it too often without something to discard, so I dropped it down to 2. 2's fine, because at least when you have 2, you can activate 1, activate another, and send this. It's all hilarious. You get 5. Yeah,
You can do that, yeah.
Yes, you can.
That's so disgusting.
This is what you wrecked me out with Leicester. This card is just...
Did he double feast you at Leicester?
he only needed 1.
Yeah, I needed 1. Just summon 2 Decatrons.
Yeah, the resolution of Decatron, so all I had was an Alistair. I was like, I love it. This is wonderful.
And the one tech I've been trying out was the event was Breakthrough Skill. It worked out quite well, to be fair, because it always, like, I never opened it, which was, what do you want? I always milled it. And it was always in the graveyard. I was always like, shit, it's got Breakthrough Skill. I can't Drancia, I can't Macabre. It's fine.
Did you ever want this to be Lost Win?
Lost Win, I would say probably no, because Lost Win, yeah, hits the graveyard, but it still needs to trigger off of the opponent doing something, and of course it is to sit there for a turn.
That's fair enough.
Whereas this, like, I think it won me my game, one of my top 32 match against the European champion. I think he forgot I had this in my graveyard, and like he had Macabre out, and I was like, make place. He was like, Macabre was like, oh, no.
How did you play? Is it Samir Bashir?
I honestly couldn't remember the name.
Was that your top 32 match?
Yeah,
I
that was
didn't
my top 32
realise that was the European champion. Congratulations!
Yeah.
You're taking down the All Stars today, man.
What do you want next? Side
show
or
us your extra deck next.
Extra deck. Okay.
Take care, man. Have
Cheers,
a good
Chris.
night.
And the breakthrough is also really good, just because, like you said, like
Oh yeah.
people just
Even if you open it, it's not bad. It's still a negate.
It's like the 60 cards that get milled. They see so many Infernoids, they just forget about a small trap. It's just irrelevant,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
it really is such a game winner.
Our extra deck is pretty simple, but like some choices. Invoke because you need to play it, and the Totem Bird because if you've already gone into a combo, negated Spell Trap is pretty nice. And then we're playing the standard Zoo lineup, but 2 Drancia. 2 Drancia because, of course, I know they draw Maxi and like, oh shit, I don't want them to draw too many cards. Just end on Drancia, it's really nice. Or you use U combo and add the Whiptail, and you have access to like a second Drancia, which is always very nice. Yeah, these have been all good. I've been resolving all of them all day, and it's all fab. And then I'm playing the Mist Dweller. So the Dweller...
okay, good to carry on.
The Dweller didn't really come up much during the day. It was just say, oh, I need to get Snow in the graveyard quite easily kind of thing. Like, I summoned it once like against Paleo, but it didn't really do anything. Like, the main fear was against some Randy BA or against some Mermail that might actually be able to pull something off, but yeah, it was an in case. I can see myself maybe taking this out, but I can't really think of what to replace it with.
Yeah, I was interested. I was shocked when you put that down. I didn't even realise you were playing that.
It was alright all day, to be fair. And I'm playing the Augusto because I know if you know you're going into the mirror match and you can rack combo. If you don't want to take any risks, you can put your stuff back, draw a card, and then of course you can slow down the grass a bit. And of course, this is a draw one, so it's alright.
Yeah.
Roach for the mirror, enough said. Castel because it's Castel.
Yeah.
I actually managed to summon this on my top HT match. It didn't give me game, but it put his put a card of his back, and I managed to just put damage on the board. It's still 2,000 at the end of the day, which is pretty good. And like literally, probably the MVP of the day was just this guy, Bujindika Kasuchi. Just because on summon, well, you can really summon him off of rack combo. Once you do, he mills you 5, which is what you want to do, and he's 25, and he protects himself twice. That's fantastic. And like in a format where everyone's like Dark Hole, Drancia, he's just like, I'm not moving, fam. I'm good. Yeah. I'm good. I'll stay here. One Synchro is Omega. I think I summoned this like maybe once or twice. I know I summoned it against Schmidt, but he just like lost someone, did it almost immediately. I was like, oh, that's a shame. But like typically you mill this off of Tierra, and it just says, I can fuck with your graveyard.
Yes.
But if you can summon it and keep on the field more than 2 turns, it's like, oh, it's fair value. Then of course the Norden for the instant fusion, and the 1 Tierra for the fusion. I summoned this like a couple times. Literally, I had the most hilarious situation against an ABC player from like round 4 or 5 or something. He had like, I want to say he had Buster, Sook, 1 back row, 2 in hand. I was like, okay, I have 2 Avoid Imagination in hand. I'm like, okay, I'm going to bait him out, activate it. He's like, okay. Alright, fusion summon this, summon it, Solemn Strike, lit, we're going in.
Yeah, he strikes the Tierra. Like, okay.
Strike the Tierra. GG. Alright, so side deck now. These are the 2 cards I didn't really see or use all day, but I was panicking last minute because I was like, Invoke is actually a really tough matchup for me, believe it or not, and I was like, and my friend Aaron Hammond told me that if you play this on the fusion, they have to go really neg, or they don't summon and they show you their hand, and they lose the implication, so that's alright. So I didn't really ever use these, but the theory is quite cool, and of course, mirror match, even though I think it's really bad in the mirror match, because whenever anyone's lancied me in the mirror, I've been like, whatever, I'll just do combo, it's all good. I actually have never cared about Lancia. Then this for Zoo, because if you get in your hand, and of course you need to run 3 ops, of course, just stop the Tigress, they don't get the Daigusto, it can hurt them in the future, all the good stuff. And
Karen.
No, it's like, and of course, like if they're greedy and they run the rat and they try to activate rat, you can activate this. You kind of got to expect them to have other ways into the combo, of course.
Do you ever think Crow could have been better than this, or did you not miss Crow because of the fact you're playing Infernoids anyway?
I would say, yeah, that's partially the reason. I mean, I am playing a Crow.
Oh, my mistake, sorry. I didn't realise.
I'm a Crow because of our friends, because of their Randy combo.
Yeah.
Because if you have this, like, I guess that's alright, but like, yeah, it's just like, Zodiac, and I guess I was siding against Metal Foes, which I have 1 matchup of, and I don't think I played on them, so, but it was alright. Good theory anyways. And I think I saw it when I needed it, it was all good. And your Dark Holes and my Rageki.
Oh yeah, I need to get my Dark Holes back. He was playing lovely LOB Super Magic cards, but he got deck checked, they were yellowed, so
had to change.
I had to give you my janky gold ones that I had in the box, because they're just safe Dark Holes, because I have old ones as well.
Same reason, just Zodiac outs to bullcrap like Vanity's Theme, which once again, it's not an actual card to worry about, but if you don't have the snow in hand, it's always good just to have this on the side. Then Lullaby of Obedience, I don't think I properly resolved this all day. I resolved it bare at the Brotherhood a couple weeks ago, but like a month ago now.
How did you do at the Brotherhood again? I can't remember.
I did 4th place at Brotherhood.
4th place?
Yeah. And but yeah, this here I didn't really see or resolve, but if you open it, it's just another way to get a rat, and they go neg a rat, so it's all good.
Yeah, you kill the entirety of their combo for nothing.
The massive neg of this is just that you cannot play this card in time. It's too much for time, far too much. And then the final 3 cards are just free Twin Twister for Paleo, decks to like back row, and just other stuff really.
Absolutely fine.
Yep.
Okay, bud. Any closing comments?
Closing comments. The last card on top of my deck when I lost in top 8 was grass. That would have gone the game. Oh well. I made top 8, my first YCS top. I'm very happy, especially since it was a massive uphill battle, very motivational, and I'm just happy it happened really. And I got the mat. Hey.
Congratulations, man. You did real good representing the UK.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the profile. Take care.
Cheers, mate.